What if I told you that a simple ice cream truck melody could hypnotize an entire neighborhood of children, turning their innocent summer joy into something far more sinister? This isn't just another urban legend. This is the terrifying true story that unfolded in suburban Minnesota, and it is going to change how you hear that familiar jingle forever. Picture this. It is July 2019, and the Maplewood neighborhood is experiencing the hottest summer on record. Kids are playing outside, parents are barbecuing, and everything seems perfect until that melody starts drifting through the streets. At first, it sounds like any other ice cream truck thigh to that cheerful tinkling tune we all know and love. But something is different. Something is wrong. Jisa Mitchell was the first parent to notice it. Her 8-year-old daughter Emma had been playing in the backyard when the music began. Within seconds, Emma stopped mid-sentence, her eyes glazing over as she walked toward the front yard like a sleepwalker. Sarah called her name, but Emma didn't respond. She just kept walking, following that haunting melody that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly rhythm. But Emma wasn't alone. Across the neighborhood, dozens of children were abandoning their toys, their games, their conversations, all drawn by the same hypnotic tune. Parents watched in horror as their kids filed into the streets like zombies, their faces blank, their movements mechanical. The ice cream truck itself was unlike any they'd seen before. Instead of bright colors and cartoon characters, it was painted a deep midnight blue with strange symbols etched along its sides. The driver wore dark sunglasses and never spoke, just smiled that unsettling smile as more and more children gathered around his vehicle. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, a neuropsychologist who lived in the area, became fascinated by what she witnessed. She began investigating the acoustic properties of the melody and discovered something chilling. The tune contained specific frequency patterns that could trigger a trance-like state in developing brains. These weren't random notes, Saidi. They were carefully crafted to exploit the neural pathways of children aged 5 to 12. The melody worked by targeting the brain's reward center, while simultaneously suppressing critical thinking functions. Children would hear it and experience an overwhelming compulsion to follow, completely unable to resist or even understand what was happening to them. Local authorities tried to track down the truck, but it seemed to vanish whenever adults approached. Security cameras would malfunction, GPS signals would scramble, and witnesses would give contradictory descriptions of where they'd seen it last. The breakthrough came when 10-year-old Marcus Brown managed to break free from the trance. He later described feeling like he was underwater, hearing everything through a thick fog while his body moved without his permission. His account helped researchers understand how the melody creates a dissociative state, separating consciousness from physical control. After 3 weeks of terrorizing the neighborhood, the ice cream truck disappeared as mysteriously as it had arrived, but the psychological scars remained. Children who had been affected reported recurring nightmares and an inexplicable fear of ice cream trucks, the most disturbing part. Similar incidents have been reported in 12 other states since then, all featuring the same midnight blue truck and that same haunting melody. So the next time you hear an ice cream truck approaching your neighborhood, listen carefully, because sometimes that innocent jingle might be something far more dangerous than you ever imagined.